Well, I obsessed about it for about a year. 5 or 6 months ago, I started to kind of get rolling on who was going to sign on to do certain production elements and kind of hang out with us in that team, and then kind of working out, cutting the script. That was a big one because Shakespeare, to me, didn't really believe in a 3-hour show either, because people just can't pay attention that long. I don't know, especially now, I think. So, 2-hour Hamlet's in a much nicer shape. It's kind of subtle. I don't know if it'll actually read. Don't put that in the thing, because that would probably be not a good thing for people to watch. We find a lot of really cool stuff. A lot of hidden kind of subtextual stories that are going on that were really awesome to be able to explore. Like, I got certain inspirations for roles too by the auditions. Like, I didn't think I was going to cast a female as a gravedigger, but then I saw April Clark's audition and I was like, you know what, the gravedigger maybe needs to be a woman, and it maybe needs to be April, And I wouldn't have thought of anyone else to do that part except for April, so, there's things like that. Melanie Jess really, really impressed me in the auditions. I asked her to do a read like a little bit more vulnerable, and then she's like, okay, and then she did it. I was so amazed. I was like, hello, miss, I can interpret and incorporate exactly and perfectly. But she's really great. She's really, really fun to work with. She's really trusting and willing, and she works really hard, which is really nice. The role of Ronaldo, I really wanted to kind of be a larger piece of the puzzle of Hamlet, to kind of be a quiet connector, I guess, for the audience to kind of relate to a little bit more, kind of like as Horatio does for the family of Hamlet and Gertrude and Claudius and King Hamlet, and then Ronaldo would be that for Polonius' family, so that we have juxtaposition of that. But I really, really love what Rowan has done with that role, because it's really just a role I pulled out of my butt. Jason Groovy, he is Claudius. He's very much a good candidate for that role. Plus he's played it before, so he's pretty down with the lingo. Especially working with the actors on the dialogues, realizing Shakespeare gives us everything we need. If you were to speak these words as if they were your own, then everything you need to play that role perfectly is there. You know what I mean? If you let the words lead you, you'll find it. But you have to really be willing to give in, and it's really hard because you have to kind of succumb, and if you can't succumb, then it really will be kind of like a foreign language. So the idea is to be able to really humanize the language and reach out to, make sure that people kind of understand it, because a lot of problems with Shakespeare is that it is in a lot of ways a foreign language to a lot of the public. To me, for a really long time. So the show has really taught me a lot about that too. I thought Shakespeare was cool and all, and then I fell in love with Shakespeare, and then I studied this play intensely, and then, but I want to, kind of show that to people, that like Shakespeare is nothing to be afraid of, that it's not scary and old, it's awesome and present, Fried chicken!